Hello, everyone. Welcome to another one of my Wednesday God on My Mind. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. If you're a newbie, I'm glad you're here. If you like what you're hearing, hit that subscribe button. And everybody, if you like it, hit the like and share. Now, I told you guys last time I wasn't going to be here because we were taking a little break. Well, didn't work out. We got to the airport 30 minutes after the flight was supposed to be boarded. The announcement came out that the flight had been canceled because they said they didn't have a crew. What actually happened was one stewardess had called in sick, and I guess if you have a certain number of people, you're required to have a certain number of stewardess or stewards, and yeah, they had the number of people and they didn't have the number of stewardesses or stewards, and I guess they didn't have any backup to call. So we got up quick to the desk and we're trying to find out about scheduling. Well, the next flight, it either didn't leave until 4:30 or it got into Seattle at 4:30. Either way, that was too late. We were going to miss our cruise. And the young lady at the desk was nice, and she was searching all over the place and everything, and they could not find us. There was nothing available. So we had to walk away, call the cruise line. Can we board? Can we fly to Juneau? Can we board? You can't do that. How about the next port, which was Skagway, I guess? And well, you can't do that. Well, where can you get on? You can get on at Victoria, I guess, and that's the last port, and you're headed home. And it was like, no. So we just headed out, said, okay, well, let's just get our luggage. Let's just go home. And I was telling my husband as we were walking away, I said, well, God's got a plan. We don't know what it is, but there's a reason for it. Maybe 3 minutes from pulling into our driveway, my husband's sister called and said, where are you guys? What are you doing? And we said, well, why? Because we're headed home because it didn't work. And she goes, they just had a 7.5 earthquake in Alaska, and they've got a tsunami warning, and they're taking everybody. They've got all these little boats taking everybody off the ships, getting them onto the ground, so I guess they can go to higher ground. We thought, well, there is a reason for God saying, nope, you're not going on this cruise. So we ended up getting refunded for some of it, obviously not all of it, but anyway. So here we are. Maybe next year, we'll see. But anyway, what I had intended to talk about this time, which would have been next time, is it's in 1 Corinthians 11:1, and it says, and it's Paul. He's writing to the church there, and he's saying, imitate me just as I also imitate Christ. And then I was looking at, and I was looking at this other part because I thought, oh man, I fall flat on my face. I mean, I don't think I can get through a single day without opening my mouth or doing something that's not imitating Christ. That's going, oh yeah, woman. And then I was looking at this, and it's in Romans, and it's chapter 14, and it's verse 4, but it says, "Who are you to judge another servant? To his own master he stands or falls. indeed, he will be made to stand, for God is able to make him stand. So basically, Paul's saying, don't judge other, don't judge other people, but don't judge other Christians, because yes, they may be new, and yes, they may still be a milk or a baby Christian or whatever, but their advancement and their development, that's on God. And so I started thinking about imitate God, don't judge other Christians. And I think we can all either have heard, have known, or can identify with an older person who has forgotten what it was like to be young. And so they're looking at all these young people and they're going, look at you, Well, if you look back at their pictures and of them when they were young, a lot of times that was them. Okay? And I have to admit that there have been times in church where it's like, that's me. And I think the first couple times I just judged. And I said, look at the way that one's dressed. Look at the way it's always women, because we're looking at other women, okay? So we're judging how they dressed. And I think it probably took me a while, not a long time, but a while, and it shouldn't have taken me a while to think back and remember, I can pull out some pictures of you back then, okay? So you need to shut your mouth. Or you just, yeah. And I think we all do it. I think we all, I don't know if it's just a natural instinct to judge, or just, I don't know, but we all do it to one degree or another. And we all don't do a very good job of imitating Christ all the time. For me, it was that imitate Christ that I went, oh my God, how, how awful can I feel? Awful. How bad did it make me feel? Bad. How imperfect, how sinful. And it's like, I can't. And there's the law. There's the law showing me, and I'm headed right back to it. And it only shows me how sinful I am. Okay. What happened to love, mercy, and grace? I don't think I know. It's God's love, mercy, and grace. And if it wasn't for that, we all know, or should know, exactly where we'd be and exactly what awaited us. So it comes to imitating Christ, it's love, mercy, and grace. And when it comes to judging Christ, judging people, as you judge, you will be judged. So I think we need to have a whole lot more love, mercy, and grace, and a whole lot less judging. Love, mercy, and grace helps people. Judging pushes them away. So that's it for this one. A little sidebar. I'm working on that class that I have, or that program. It's called. I've mentioned it before. It's called From Guilt to Grace. It's a journey of self-forgiveness, and I've talked about it before. About it's for women mainly, but men could enjoy it or use it. About being able to forgive yourself when you can't forgive yourself, and the steps to take. And it is Christian based. I'm going to be doing more videos on it, and I'll probably be doing them on the same days as on Wednesdays. So you may see them on the YouTube channel. I'll be posting them on the Facebook, and once it's up and running, there'll be a location, where you can go and check it out if you want. But anyway, thanks again if you're a subscriber. And newbies, I hope I didn't scare you away. I hope you enjoyed listening. Everybody, if you like it and share it if you think it's good and if you think it'll help. And until next time, have a blessed day. Bye.